What's going on, Facebook people? Come on, come on, come on. I got a big show for you today. Why is that? I'm going to walk you through a $100,000 mistake. A $100,000 mistake. So I hope you guys are ready to learn about a $100,000 mistake. And guess what? I'm still here, but it would have definitely helped me out if I would have took the action that was required for me not to lose a $100,000 mistake. So come on board, tell me where you're from. This is Zach Childress. I am your real estate coach, and welcome to another real estate investing talk show where we are digging deeper into a $100,000 mistake I made. So I want to bring you on board. Everybody come on board. Tell me where you're from. Tell me if it's your first time. I want to give some shout outs, and if that lady comes back on that does not like me saying hi to my fans, you can kick her off again. So, hey, welcome aboard, welcome aboard. If you're brand new, tell me you're new so that we can have the community welcome you. You're part of a great community here. Why do I say that? Well, because we got some of the best fans. We got some of the best students there are. And I'm excited that you're here. So
DC says, I shared for you. Who else shared?
That's it. You got to create the ripples, guys. The ripples are created by you. I put the message out there. You help me spread that message. This is a very, very powerful message for you today. Why? Because I don't want you making the same mistake. It is a killer if you go out and lose $100,000. Okay, so who's new? Donna K is new. Donna, welcome to the show, Donna. Love to have you here. Everybody say hi to Donna. Kira Williams is new. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And Raynon Burnett is new. Man, we got lots of new people. I love it. You guys come on board. Tell me where you are. Remember, share the message. This is a powerful, powerful message today. I want all of you on board. I want all of you. I got a song for you today. I'm feeling in a good mood. You see the board behind me? I'm going to talk about that. You want to be with me. You want to be with me. You want to be with me. Let's let everybody get on board. Tell me if you're new. I need you right now. I need you on Facebook. I need you on Facebook. Listen to my mind now. My head. Here it comes. Don't let me down, Facebookers. Share the message. Get it out there. Let's have a good day today. Let's learn some stuff. Let's have fun today. I'm in the giving mood today. You know what happens when I'm in a giving mood. I'm all about it today. I feel it in me. I'm not just going to give a bunch of great information on how you don't make a $100,000 mistake, but I got something special for you today because I need you. I need you right here on Facebook. Yes, I do. I do. Don't let me down. Share the message. Your head, guys. It's what's stopping you. Here it comes. Don't let me down. All right. I'm feeling it right now. You guys have no idea, man. I've been in the mood today. Yes, I have been in the mood today. Whoo, that song gets me excited. That's what it does. It gets the blood running in me. So, hey, come on board, guys. Tell me where you're from. More new people. Miko, welcome aboard. Anita, welcome aboard. Damien, welcome aboard. Hey, listen, I'm excited about all the new people. If you're just joining me for the first time, this is Zach Childress, and I am your real estate coach, and you are joining me on my real estate investing talk show. We do it every Tuesday at 1:30 Eastern time zone to help guide you to build your real estate business so that you can make a big change in your life and start making some money, right? And why do we do this? Because we're just awesome. That's why. We're just awesome. We just do it, right? Because I love helping you guys. I want to know where you are. I want to know where you're coming from. I want to know everything about you guys. Here's why. The more I know about you, the more I can help you. People have been in here helping me build this community for a long time now, going on a year. And you can ask anybody on this thread. They're willing to help. We're willing to help. But you got to show up. You got to be present. We do all kinds of these. We've done everything from getting deals to making phone calls to talking to banks to driving for dollars to option investing to rentals versus apartments. We've done it all. Picking your markets. We've done it all on this show. Why? You guys need to know the information. You need to know it. You need to know how to get started. Listen, there's so many people just trying to figure out how to get their first deal done. And I want to help you do that. And speaking of that, if you haven't picked up my book yet, this thing is flying off the shelves. You can go to My First Deal Playbook. You search that on Amazon. Yes, we're on Amazon, Amazon.com. Search in My First Deal Playbook. Get the book and leave me a review. For all of you that have read it, leave me a review. I appreciate that. It's all about the good and the good and the good. You do good, I do good, we all do good together. So, Stephanie, thank you so much. She says Zach is the real deal. Hey, for those of you that are just joining me, yes, there's always two of me in this room. And for those of you that don't know, say hi to the lovely Jill. She's typing away in the back. Smile at him, Jill. Don't look so serious over there.
I can't see myself today. Hang on.
As she leans into the camera. So yes, this is Jill in the back. She's the one that answers questions, and she tells me what you guys are saying. And we got somebody from Toronto up in your neck of the woods, Jill.
Yep.
How about that? Francisca says the book is great. How you doing, Francisca? So.
We've got awesome. A bunch of new people on
Lots
here.
of new people. I can't be more excited about all the new people showing up. And listen, there's so much value that we do in this show for you. I mean, if you haven't even spent the time to go back and look at some of the other 100 videos or whatever we are right now, you would absolutely be shocked at how much we do on these free live shows. Why? Because I want you guys to know you're in the right spot. I really do. I want you to know that, yes, is it frustrating out there at times? Yes, but you need a safe place to come to ask questions. That's why we do the live feed, so that you can come in and actually see me live, ask questions, and Jill will pull your questions out and communicate to us, talk to us. Our last week's show was incredible. I did kind of a testing with everybody to see how much they remembered over the last shows, and I gave away a bunch of free stuff. And so that's the beauty of it. Armenian, we'd have to call the U.S. Postal Service about that. So I know we ship them out of here every day. There's so many of them going out. If you've ordered it through Amazon, well, then they're responsible. But if you ordered it through us, we ship them out here daily. So they're going out by the hundreds. I know we had 100 go out the last Friday or Wednesday it was, and then we had another 100 go out or more yesterday, and I know they're batching up another 100 today. I mean, these things are flying out of here. So you guys, if you don't have a copy of my book, you need to get it. Here's the thing. The book, if you get it on Amazon, it's like $6 or something like that. It's not an expensive book. It's just really, what they want for the shipping, and get your hands on the book. The book is incredible. It'll help you understand where you need to go and where you're going. And most importantly, it's going to open your eyes up to some things that you're probably not been learning or been taught about identifying your strategy and identifying where you are as a tiered level investor, so you know where to start and how to start, but also it helps you get a real clear identity of what market research that you need to be paying attention to. So that's the key right there. So pay attention to that. All right. All right, man, listen, we got a big show, and I got a cyber special for you. I got a cyber special for you that will blow your mind today. So you got to stay with me. Listen, the call's not going to be that long today. As you guys know that have been with me forever, we do these shows every Tuesday at 1:30 Eastern Time Zone, but at the same time, we're also posting and going live on YouTube. So if you're on my YouTube channel, jump over to Facebook, REISuccessacademy.com/Facebook. Be part of the Facebook thread. Talk to us, communicate with us, share the message, get it out there. The other side of it is we also do our Blog Talk Radio and our podcast today. So I'll be, turning that on in just a minute and going live over there, and we'll take breaks and come back and answer questions with you guys. So that's the beauty of it. You're kind of behind the scenes of our radio show. So if you've got real estate questions, put them in so that Jill can dig through them. And I'm sure there's a lot of you guys that have some real estate questions, and I'd love nothing more than to help answer some of those questions. Okay. How much is the book? So listen, if you go to Amazon and get it through Amazon, I think it's like $6 and some change or something like that. Or you can go to myfirstdealplaybook.com, and I think we're only charging shipping and handling on our end, and I think it's like $5 and some change. So it's just the shipping and handling that you're paying for. So anyways, that is very important. If you don't have the book, it's right here behind me. You see the book behind me? I think I'm a little crooked. Let me try to straighten that back out. Ooh, right there looks good. Oh, it changed on me. So be part of that. So here's the other side of the equation. If you have real estate questions, put them in. Put them in, because if you're just joining us, our topic today is how I made a $100,000 mistake because I let my ego get in the way of my growth. That is what the topic is today. I'm Zach Childress, your real estate coach. So this is where we're going today. Let's go.
We've got to go on air in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hey, welcome back to your real estate investing talk show. This is Zach Childress, your real estate coach. I hope you enjoyed last week's session where we talked about picking your markets, and it kind of leads us into this week's session, which is a $100,000 mistake I made. And you can avoid this mistake simply by believing in yourself and believing in others, because the problem I made was ego driven. I was so caught up in my ego, and I was so caught up in the idea that I knew everything. And you find out very quickly in this business of real estate investing, you do not know everything. And that's why you have to have some type of support, some type of leadership, some type of mentoring to help guide you through what you don't know. And so I share this story with you just purely because I want you to understand that just because you read a book or just because you went and saw some TV show about flipping houses does not mean you are a master investor. Doesn't mean that. I don't care how much confidence you have, you still need some form of support. So I want to help you guys learn this journey that I went down, and it was a costly journey that I went down, and it all started in a place called the East Bay of California. So for all my California people on here, give me a shout out. Tell me you're from California. If you're in California, you just say, I'm on the right coast, because that's how you guys always say it. I'm on the right coast, not meaning east, but we always say, hey, East Coast, West Coast, that's the wrong coast. No, that's the right coast. They used to always tell me when I lived out there. So, but I was in the East Bay, which is Northern California. And I was just getting started, like most of you, trying to do your first deal. Like, I was excited. I went to a seminar. I saw the potential. I knew that I wanted to make extra money because my life just was not going in the direction that I wanted it to. And so that was a challenge for me. And I was trying to find a way out. Like most of you, I was trying to find a way out. Hey, listen, let me just know that you're picking me up on Facebook. For those of you that are listening to me on the radio or on podcast, you got to get on my Facebook feed. You need to go to reisuccessacademy.com/Facebook. Go join us over there. You can actually interact with us live. You can ask questions and so forth on there. And questions, you know, if you think you're going to type a question in that's going to take me a 2-hour answer, it's not going to happen. I'll tell you that. We have to be respectful for everybody, but I'm more than happy to answer some questions for you guys. But if you're just listening, you know, keep listening. Join us over there next time. So, but the journey started like most of you. I wanted to find a better way to live. I wanted to find a new avenue to create more income. And I had a job at the time that, was paying me okay. It wasn't paying me a lot, but it was paying me okay. But I also knew that that job was not going to keep paying me the rest of my life, right? I knew that that job was only going to pay me for as long as I worked for them. And when I left, they wouldn't be paying me anymore. So I was smart enough on that journey to realize that I had to create extra income somewhere that would lead me to another avenue of, retirement, because I had given up on Social Security being there when I retired years ago. So that's what led me in a journey to seek, how do I find other avenues to help me make money? And that led me to a seminar that talked about real estate. And it was the best thing that ever happened to me, honestly. It was the best thing that ever happened to me because it made me realize that real estate was achievable for a guy like me back then. You're talking 24 years old. I had credit in the low 500s, and I didn't have hardly any money at all. What I was making was going out into bills. And so I realized, hey, you know what? There's an avenue for me in real estate, because I had always been told and misled in real estate that I had to have an agent or I had to be an agent. And so that was not the truth. I didn't have to be an agent to do real estate, and I didn't have to have an agent to do real estate. I just had to find properties and buy them, and not with my own money. And that was a big eye-opener for me. It really opened my eyes to understand the traditional way of investing that had been shared with me over the years, go to the bank, get a loan, find an agent, look for a house, was actually not at all, the only way to go after real estate. And if anything, it was how I was going to have the hardest time to go after real estate. And so they started opening my eyes to all different types of things: wholesaling, creative financing, lease options, subject twos, land development, rehabbing, buy and hold, all these different things. And I thought, man, this is for me. And that's really where the spark started with me 16 years ago. People always ask me that question, Joe. They'll say, Zach, what was it that got you going? It was that 3-day seminar.
I don't know how you couldn't get going from that, though. Rob.
Showed up at one.
Yeah.
It literally made me realize, one, that I wasn't looking at a pipe dream, because two, I was seeing it being laid out in front of me, but three, it was also allowed me to see other people around me doing the same thing. And I thought, man, I can do this. I just needed to really understand it. Well, I got going, okay? Listen, like anybody, I left there and said, wholesaling's the way to go. Wholesaling's the way to go. And I started wholesaling. And I was doing good at wholesaling. I was making extra money. I'll never forget the first contract I ever sold. You would have thought I made $1 million, and I didn't. I rushed to the bank as fast as possible to cash that check. Just like I got one here today, I'm going to be rushing to the bank to cash that check. So, the beauty is they're not always big, especially in wholesaling. They could be anywhere from $2,000 to $20,000, right? It just depends on the deal. And I was happy at wholesaling, but I always knew that there was bigger money in rehabbing. Now listen to this. This is where the journey starts to pick up for you guys. I knew that there was more money in rehabbing. I knew it. I just didn't know what I didn't know. But, back then there was a lot of TV shows on about flipping houses, and I was watching them, and I thought, man, if they can do this, I can do this. And so that led me into the second part of our show today, which is I wanted to go after my first rehab deal. And it's interesting how this happened. So listen, on the radio and on my podcast, stay with us. We'll be right back. This is your real estate coach, Zach Childress. I'll be right back. Facebook! What you got for me, man? What you got for me, Facebookers?
Jeanette, she says, can it be done nationwide?
Jeanette, yes. I actually started in California when the market was going well, and then it crashed, and I had to go nationwide to build my business. I started working in multiple markets. Until this day, we help in multiple markets. So yes, I'm a believer that you need to do investing everywhere that makes sense. So it's not just in your backyard. It's not just in your city. It's nationwide. You can do this anywhere.
James, he says, how can I get started with no money to start up? I lost my job and cleaned out my bank account. Now I need to know what move to make.
James, that's a great question. You know, so if you have no job, nothing showing stable income, you need to create stable income. There's two ways that you could go about this. The first way is obviously wholesaling. Why wholesaling? Well, because wholesaling doesn't require you to use any money. You got to start doing outbound dialing. We did a show 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We did a show 8 weeks ago. And that show is around dialing for dollars. Dials equal results. You should go back and watch that show because it's all about, like, if you want to get started with no money, you got to get on the phone. You got to dial. You got to dial. You got to get people to say yes so that you can get a contract so you can sell that contract to a buyer. And we give out some really great strategies in there. If you haven't been to my boot camp lately, you need to be. I got a boot camp coming up in February. Now, you guys ready for this one? I have a boot camp coming up in February in California, where I'm actually teaming up with Kevin Harrington from the original Shark off of Shark Tank, the hit show. He's going to be there with us. He's going to be teaching you guys, inspiring you guys, and we are going to have a blowout event right there in Los Angeles, in California, with me and the Shark, Kevin Harrington. He is the original Shark off the Shark Tank. We call him the OG. Guy's worth over $400 million. Can you imagine that net worth? That's the people I hang out with. I'm hanging out with people that are putting extra zeros onto their net worth. Okay? So that's where you want to be. If you want to know this game, you need to get registered for that. And hang with me because I got a cyber special and I'm going to tell you about it, and it's going to have a lot to do with this event. So good question.
Raynon says, I agree, James. I really need something with no startup costs because I live paycheck to paycheck.
All right, man. Well, listen, the first thing I would tell you to do is get my book. I mean, it's going to cost you $6. So you got to find $6, man. Find $6, get the book, okay? If you've already gotten it and you're waiting on it to be shipped, then hang tight. It's coming. We just got so many of them coming in. I mean, we're shipping hundreds out a day right now because so many of you guys are getting these books and ordering extras. I mean, it's crazy, 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 crazy. So,
Alex, he says, can I find the book at a bookstore?
No, you cannot find a book at a bookstore. You can find it on Amazon, and you can actually find it on Barnes & Noble's website as well. So it's an online order.
Alex also says, any more seminars coming up?
February the 10th. Is it the 9th through the 11th? February 9th, 10th, and 11th, and it's in California, in LA, and we are teaming up with the original Shark off of Shark Tank, Kevin Harrington. So you don't want to miss this one.
Thomas says, see you in LA.
Boom. Get your ticket, Thomas. Listen, and I'm going to tell you right now, you can ask anybody on this thread that has came to my last event, anybody. You need to be at this event. And not just that, but we also sell VIP golds and VIP silvers, but we limit the access to those. There's very few people that we get them, and this is the truth right here. You can ask anybody if they've tried to buy it later, they're sold out. You want to try to get a silver or a gold. You do. General admission, well, look, you can get general admission with a seat deposit. Our seat deposits are $97, and you get them back. All you got to do is call the office and say, hey, I went all 3 days. I want my $97 back, and they issue it back. It's pretty simple, but we need the seat deposit to show and know that you're coming, okay?
Okay, and we have Daryl says, I have come to the realization I need to be my own boss. I love everything about this business and
Daryl.
what it can do for you. The more I see and listen to Facebook Live, I know I should do this.
The more and you see Facebook Live with me, Daryl?
Yep.
Hey, listen, if you're on my feed and you've been to my event, go ahead and type in for all the new people what you think about the event. They don't need to just hear it from me. They need to hear it from you guys, okay? So just type in what you thought about the event and what you would say to somebody else about it. Listen, we've got a great community here, guys. You're in a super spot with our Facebook Live feeds. Our community is by far, it's untouchable. Our students are supporting each other. They're helping each other. They're doing deals with each other. I mean, this is a great community for you guys, okay? So hang in here, get to know everybody, talk to them, and inspire each other to do more. I'm just here to drive the ship. I'm here to answer your questions. I'm here to give you advice and to help guide you down the murky waters of investing. The community is here to help support you guys and let you know, hey, look, I've read his book. It's a great book. Get it. Hey, I've been to his event. You need to do that. Hey, I've done that. You need to do that. They're here to help you guys make the right choices when it comes to working with us.
So Lou says, Zach, still waiting to see you in Florida.
See me in Florida?
Yep.
Am I coming to Florida?
Nope.
Oh. I'm not coming to Florida, Lou. I was like, am I booked for going somewhere?
Phyllis says, I was watching a Christmas movie and your ad came on. Wow, I think you are following me.
You have no idea. Who was that?
That was Phyllis.
Phyllis, I am following you because I want to help you. Do you understand? It's just how it works. If you see me, I'm seeing you. I'm here to help you, okay?
Antonio, he said, Zach, when are you coming back home with an event, man? The other side of the Mississippi.
When am I coming back home? Well, I'm home right now, buddy, but I don't know when I'm going to be doing an event this side of the Mississippi. We just did one in Nashville not too long ago, and we were just in Dallas, so I need to go to California. I got lots of students out there that have been asking me to come out there, and I also got to get to the Northeast sometime because we got a ton of students out there wanting us to come, so I just don't know when yet.
So Vincent says, where is the best place to go to learn how to evaluate a deal, to learn if a deal is a deal?
Right here, Vincent. On Wednesdays, we do Dig Deepers, dig deeper into deals. You could go back and look at some of our Dig Deeper videos, and literally I break deals down from fix and flips to rentals. I'm doing it right here. Listen, you don't need to go nowhere else, Vincent, unless you want to get confused and have multiple different people talking to you at one time. But if you want to get focused in this business, you pick one person like me who's been doing it for over a decade, almost 2 decades, that has done thousands of deals and transactions that can help you and answer your question. You find one person and follow them to the finish line.
So Gracie says, hi, Zach and Jill. Your event was awesome. I've been to other events, but never received the information you share to help people become wise investors.
There you go, Gracie. Awesome, Gracie. That's amazing. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, so guys, if you're joining me for the first time, this is Zach Childress. I am your real estate coach. I'm here sharing the love. We do it every Tuesday at 1:30 Eastern Time Zone. Me and the lovely Jill in there. Wave at him, Jill. You're on camera.
Sorry, I was reading Sean Willis. He says, I'm in Las Vegas. Sean Willis ready.
Sean Willis ready. Awesome. So we do it every Tuesday. So welcome to the show. If you're brand new, tell me where you're from. Give me some thumbs up. Give me some likes if you've enjoyed our shows. If you like the reel that we put down. We're talking about a $100,000 mistake today, and we've been answering some questions that have been coming in. We do our show on Tuesdays with our Blog Talk Radio and our podcast. On Wednesdays, we do our Dig Deeper show. So those are important too, that you show up for Wednesdays, because it's just dig deeper into everything. Tuesdays is all real estate. So I'm enjoying to have you here, guys. We've been talking about an event I got coming up. So if you're just joining us, yes, we're doing an event in February with the real original shark from Shark Tank. That's right. Shark Tank and Zach Childress teaming up February 9th through the 11th in Los Angeles. You want to be there for that, okay?
So we are going to have to go back on.
Let's go.
In
Let's
5, 4, 3, 2.
Hey, it's Zach Childress. Welcome back to your real estate investing talk show. Our topic today is the $100,000 mistake I made and how I could have avoided that if I would have just let my ego get out of the way. And let me just catch it up, because we were talking about how I got into real estate, how I went to the seminar, how I started wholesaling, but I knew that the real money was in remodeling, buying houses, fixing them up and selling them and making $20, $30, $40, $50, $60,000 profits on those deals. I knew that was the way to go. I had never done one before, and I had been watching some of those shows on TV about flipping houses, and I thought, well, man, like, if these guys can do this, I definitely can do it. Well, so what did I do? I went out, found an agent. Yeah, I know. Found an agent, brought me a deal. It was supposed to be worth $750,000, and we could have got it at a steal. I was going to make $200,000 on this deal. That was the estimated profits. $200,000. Man, that'd make anybody excited, right? I mean, let me ask you a question. If you're not on my Facebook feed, this won't help you. But if you're on Facebook right now, if $200,000 would help you in any way, I want to see who you are. Type in "that's me" or type in "yes me." Type in "yes me." I want to know that you're listening, and I want to know that you understand the reality of this business. If $200,000 would help you, type in "yes me." Yes me. Yes me. That's the power of this business. And listen, I need to get this clear that those deals are out there. You got to just be in the right mindset. Yes, me. Here they come. Yes, me. Yes, me. Oh, yeah. I love it. Gracie, Randy, Vincent, Lou, Gerald. Way to go, guys. Antonio. Way to go. That's what I like, people that communicate back with me so I can get to know them. This is why if you're listening on the radio show or the podcast, you got to get to my Facebook feed. This is how I get to know you guys and know how I can help you. Because you guys, you need to be over there. REISuccessAcademy.com/Facebook. Alex, I hear you, buddy. Jeanette, I hear you. I hear you. Tanya, yes, Teresa. Me. Teresa, yes. Matthew, yes. That's what I'm talking about. So I knew $200,000 was a game changer in my life, in anyone's life. $200,000 is a game changer. So I was like, I'm in. Let's do the deal. Well, I just thought I might grow my business a little bit too fast. And anybody who knows me now knows ever since that happened in my life, I refused to grow a business too fast. And what do I mean by that? Well, I was doing my first rehab, so I had a guy working for me in the office that was doing wholesales with me. And I said, listen, I'm going to make you the project manager. You're going to manage the projects. I'm going to raise the money and find the deals. And so what did I do? I went out and raised the money. I found a private investor that would loan me the money to purchase and to remodel. And so I was excited. The challenge is he wouldn't loan me everything, right? I had to put a certain percentage down, and I had to come up with the first like $30,000, $40,000 of the remodel, and then he would fund the rest. So ultimately, it was about $100,000 of my money. Well, I put the gentleman, we're going to call him Joe. I put Joe on the project, and as I was getting bids, I ran into a guy that was a master investor. Like, that's what he was. I mean, the guy was doing somewhere around 100 rehabs a year. I mean, the guy had it dialed in. And I told him what I was doing, and he wanted to buy the property from me. And I said, no, I'm going to rehab this one. And he asked me a very important question. He says, have you ever rehabbed before? And I said, no. He says, well, do you understand that property is a gut job? You got to gut it, redo the plumbing, redo the electrical, add additions. Have you ever done a rehab that extensive? And I said, no, but I'm going to make $200,000 on it. I was like, what's the worst case scenario? I only make $100,000, right? Well, the challenge with that is he looked me dead in the eyes and he said, well, you need a coach. He's like, I'll be more than happy to be your mentor, but you've got to pay me. Well, I just couldn't even imagine. I was like, pay you? What are you talking about, pay you? Like, what would I pay you? Like, I watched the TV shows. I read the books. I've got this. I got a guy who's going to manage the project. I've already raised the money. What do I need a coach for? He said, man, look, you could lose your money on this deal if you don't do it right. He's like, I've done hundreds of these. I can help you. He's like, but just pay me and I'll work with you. And I thought, no way am I going to pay you. And then he said, I tell you what. He said, just split the equity with me that you make on it. And that's when I really wanted to reach up and slap him. because I was like, I'm going to make $200,000. Why would I give you $100,000 for your advice? You got to understand something. This was before I really understood the power of advice. This was before I really understood the power of a coach or a mentor in my life. This was before I understood that I had to invest in myself to get great rewards. This was before I could even think about hiring someone to help me grow my business. My ego was in the way. My ego was in the way. And so, what did I say to the guy? Jill, what do you think I said to him?
I think that you said...
I said, no. I said, no way, man. Like, go hit rocks. And this is what he said to me. That's basically what he said. And I don't blame him, because I was naive. I was ignorant. I was not in the right mindset or the place to do what I needed to do. So what did I do? I moved forward. Teresa, what do you mean you lost me? I got a statement here that says she lost me. Hey, if you can hear me, give me some thumbs up, give me some loves. Just make sure. I got somebody saying they lost me.
I see you.
You see me? I'm standing right in front of you.
I mean, I see you on the... My thing is, I'm typing out everybody's questions because my thing's been...
You typing their questions out?
Yeah, it's been crazy.
All right, I'm getting some thumbs up. I'm getting some hearts. So you guys must still have me. Okay, great. Okay, so I decided to move forward. I was like, no, I'm not going to do this. There's no way I'm going to pay you money, or there's no way I'm going to give you half of $200,000. So I moved forward. I gave the guy the project. We got bids in. He was to manage the project, and we rock and rolled, okay? And the problem is I just trusted in the person that I put on the project. And that was my downfall. I didn't have the right mentorship. I didn't have the right education. I didn't have the right direction to know exactly how to run a remodel. I didn't. And that was my ego that got in the way right there. And that was the downside to that deal. So $80,000 later of writing checks to contractors, my project manager, we're going to call him Joe, shows up in the office and says, Zach, we need another $80,000 to finish the project. I said, do what? I said, the bids were 80. Why do you need another 80? He said, well, you might want to come look at the project. And I got in my car. I drove across the Carquinez Bridge and went to the project, and you could literally see straight through the house. That's how gutted it was $80,000 later. Heart-wrenching, right? I thought, you got to be kidding me. Now, I'm not a superstar yet in real estate. I'm still trying to make it. I'm still, I'm wholesaling and paying bills and spending money on marketing. I'm wholesaling, paying bills, spending money on marketing. That's why I knew I had to get into rehabbing, because my wholesaling business was not growing me. It was allowing me to hire some people, keep an office, pay some bills, but I was having to earn it every single day. And I knew I had to go to the next level to grow. I had to get into rehab. So I didn't have the other $100,000 laying around. And so, obviously I'm pissed off, to be quite frank, that I allowed this deal to go this way, because my ego got in the way, and I would not hire someone to help me grow my business. And I remember I was gut wrenched, and so I just put a halt to the project. But I still got contractors submitting chat or invoices. Hey, I did this work. I need to be paid. So I'm $80,000 into it. Plus, I got another $20,000 in bills that I've got to pay to contractors for work they did. Well, obviously, I'm not the kind of guy that wants to stiff anybody. I could have been like, oh, just put a lien on the property. But no, I'm just not. I wasn't raised that way. I felt like they did the work, they needed to be paid, and so here I shell out another $20,000. I'm $100,000 out of my pocket, all because I would not accept help from a coach. That's the reality. Like, that is really the bottom line. I lost $100,000 because I wouldn't invest some of that into hiring a coach that would have guided me through that project to allow me to make $200,000. That's my fault. That's my lack of understanding what future value can come from paid advice, from hiring someone to guide me and to hold me accountable and to give me the right information to get me to that next level. I didn't see the value in that yet. I'd never connected it. In that moment, when you realize you're out 100,000, that's when you realize real quick how valuable advice is, how valuable a coach in your life is, how valuable having someone on your team is. That's when you realize it. It's in that moment of loss when you realize the mistake you made because you allowed yourself to second guess spending money to invest in yourself. You allowed yourself to let that overtake you. But in that moment of loss, you go back and you say, man, wish I woulda, coulda, shoulda, right? Wished I woulda, coulda, shoulda, took that advice and hired that person to give me the advice to grow my business, and I didn't. So let me help you understand how I lost 100 grand. So I had payments coming into the private investor. I didn't have the other $100,000 to fix the property. So what did I have to do? Well, I had to go back to that private investor and I had to tell him, look, I can't finish the project. Now, if you're willing to hold this note for another 6 months, I will save up some more money and I'll go do the deal. But, that's like telling the bank to not, foreclose on you if you don't make your payments for 6 months. I was fortunate that the guy I worked with on this deal to loan me the money, he was willing to do what's called a deed in lieu, which is you sign over the deed instead of them foreclosing on you. And as reluctant as I was, because I had $100,000 in this deal, I knew I couldn't finish it in the time that he needed me to. So, that was the sad part about it. And so I agreed to sign it over because I didn't want it any harder on him that I had already put him in, right? I mean, he was willing to trust me to loan me that money, but I couldn't do what I had said I was going to do. And that killed me, man. Like, I'm going to tell you right now, I lost more sleep, not over the money, because I knew I would remake money again. Money is the last thing I worry about. You take it all away from me, I'll make more money. What I was more distraught about was how I was going to have that conversation with that private investor. How was I going to go to him and tell him I let him down? How was I going to go to him and say, look, I didn't do what I said I was going to do? That hurt me more than losing the money. That really did. And I was fortunate that he allowed me to do the deed in lieu, and we had worked out some other things on the side to, kind of make amends with him. And he took the project over and he went in and finished it and he made $200-something thousand on that deal. So yeah, did he get the reward? He sure did. Because of what? My loss. But let me reiterate this. My loss should never have been my loss. And honestly, is it Rutland? Is that how you say it?
Rutland.
Rutland, you're absolutely right. It really was a $300,000 loss, right? Because I had $100,000 into it, plus there was $200,000 in profit I was going to make. So yeah, you're right. I'd lost $100,000 of my own money and $200,000 of potential money. That would have never have happened if I would have listened to this guy when he said to me, I can help you with this deal. And he was actually speaking to me in a moment of concern. He was like, look, man, you're getting in over your head. You need some help. Hire me and I'll help you. And you know how I saw it? Oh, this guy just wants me to pay him some money. That's how I saw it. Oh, this guy just wants me to pay him some money. Not that he was really looking at the battle I was going into and saying, look, you're getting in over your head, partner. You need to get somebody to help you. So the moral of the story here today is this. When someone offers you help in a direction that you're trying to go down that you haven't ever been, take the freaking help. That's how you avoid a $100,000 mistake. So for all of you listening on my radio show and my podcast, this is Zach Childress, your real estate investing coach, and don't pass up the opportunity for help. Call our office, 707-247-4248. get on the phone with somebody and see how we can help you. Zach Childers, and I'm out.
So I have a question for you.
Facebookers, I'm still with you guys. I had to get off the radio show. I'm still with you, Facebookers. What do you got for me?
Well,
Angela says help.
You're killing me today.
Well, you're not moving fast enough for me, Jillian.
You cut me off. So I have a question for you.
What you got?
How long did it take you to call that guy back and ask for his help?
You know what? I never did.
Really?
I ended up going with a different guy, which helped me even more. I don't know if you've ever heard me talk about the story about the guy I paid $30,000 to rob me. That's who I ended up meeting. I just never. Here's why, that ego thing again, right? I didn't want to go back to that guy and be like, "Hey, you're right. I lost $100,000." You know, I don't know. I couldn't suck that up. I just could not suck that up and go back to him. But I did find a guy that actually was doing more deals than him, and I owe my success getting started and doing just shy of $1 million my first year because of that guy.
So, Alex, he says, is the Miami market good for real estate?
Not the downtown district, unless you want to master the condo game, but the surrounding, the Beltline, north. The north belt line, the west, that west to the north side belt line over, to the coast front, is where you want to be in Miami.
Okay, so Philip says foreclosures are problematic when they are occupied, and the bank who has bought the property tells the investor it is their responsibility to get it unoccupied. The person cannot be disturbed, so they want you to make an offer without seeing the property. Should we avoid foreclosures?
No, not at all. 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 So, and that's not a lot of the case. Who was that? Who asked that question?
Oh, I just deleted it on myself. Philip.
Philip.
No. Yeah.
Phyllis. No, not at all. You need to be going after foreclosures. Those are a great market. And listen, they're on the rise right now. You guys have been hearing me say this. They're on the rise. They're on the rise. Get on them. You need to get the right training on how to do this. Hey, listen, talking about training, let's talk about my cyber special. Let's talk about my cyber special, man. My cyber special. Hey, you guys want a special deal today? Type in I do. I want to hear it. I want to hear you guys. You guys want a crazy special today? Type in I do. Let me hear you, Facebookers. Let me hear you, Facebookers. Let me hear you. Say, I do. I want a crazy deal today, Zach. I want a crazy deal. I want one of your crazy deals, Zach.
Tangela said I do. John said I do.
I need you right now to tell me, give me a deal, Zach. Give me a deal. All right, listen, here's my crazy deal for you guys, okay? I have one of the best training courses on the market today called 30-Day Fast Track. It literally is a step-by-step with work manuals, marketing, resources, you name it, it's all in there. It's everything you'll ever need to get your business off the ground. It's a $1,000 product. It's actually $997. I'm giving that away today for half the price. You heard me. That's half the price, but you got to call the office. You need to do it right now. If you want that deal, you need to pick up the phone and dial 707-247-4248. It's half price today. So if you're watching this and you want to get that course that you probably haven't been able to get because maybe it was $1,000 and you couldn't get it, it's half price. You need to jump on it right now. Here's the other thing. You ready for this? If you want to come to LA, I told you I was going to do this. If you want to come to LA and hang out with me and one of the sharks from Shark Tank, Kevin Harrington, the original shark, the OG, if you want to come to LA and hang out with me and Kevin Harrington, I am doing this right now. General admission is $97. That's to get you in the door to be there and be present. I'm going to do that for half off as well. Yes, everything right now is half off. You heard me. So if you want to do this with me, you need to do it right now. You need to call the phone number 707-247-4248 and get the whole package. Get the whole package. Get the 30-day fast track that's going to tell you everything you want to know about foreclosures, how to do the foreclosure market, how to do wholesaling, how to do all the different ways of wholesaling, creative financing, rehabbing, buy and hold, how to do market segmentation and market research and the marketing and the lead intake manuals, all the scripting and the contracting and the marketing pieces. Literally half price. You can get it for half price. I think it's like $4.97 or something like that. Plus, secure your seat because we are going to sell out of our event in California. How do I know that? We literally have a shark from Shark Tank coming to help teach with us. He's going to be sharing all of his strategies and how he created $400 million in net worth by leveraging the opportunities to create multiple income streams. You want to be there. That's a $97 general seat deposit. It's half off. I have not opened up the VIP golds or the silvers yet. So if you want to be on that, call the number 707-247-4248 and let them know that you want to be put on the waiting list for the VIP golds and the VIP silvers. But I'm here to tell you, you need to do this right now, okay? You need to do it right now. Hey, look, I'm doing a cyber special today. So if you've already bought a ticket, I'm very proud of you for taking action. Get a half price off of another ticket and bring somebody with you. One general admission ticket brings one person. You get the $97 back. So if you want to bring a guest, buy them a ticket today for half off, and that's the way to go, okay? So listen, that's what's powerful about this today, my cyber special. I'm going to give you half off the best training you could ever get, and I'm going to give you half off the general admission ticket to get you to a 3-day event with me and Kevin Harrington from the Shark Tank. You want to be there. So where is it in LA? Well, once you get your ticket, we'll send you all the hotel information and all that, okay?
Okay, so Thomas, he says I already paid $97.
I just answered that. You got to buy one for a friend then. Get it half off. Sell them your ticket for $97.
Oh, here, we got to call out a troll here real quick.
Oh, we got a troll!
Superior REI, give me a call, brother.
I have no idea who that is. You can delete
John
that
Dalton.
You can delete that out of there.
Yeah. Okay, so Dee, she says, how do you sell the property after you rehab it?
How do you sell it? I hand it over to my agent. That's how I sell them. Now, there's another strategy you could do. My agent just does a great job with it. But when you're remodeling it, start with the outside first. Get all the landscaping done. Get the painting. Make it look good on the outside. Get the curb appeal. Put a for sale by owner sign in the front yard. And let people start coming by to see it before you finish it so you can find a buyer before you actually finish the remodel. But if you don't, then you hand it over to an agent. Let them sell it and you move on to the next deal. That's why if you watch any of my Dig Deeper running the numbers, you're going to know exactly how we do this, okay? So listen, one of the questions that I saw is, what is this for? Let's go back to this. The $997 course is my 30-day fast track course. This is literally a step-by-step plan on how you're going to do a deal in 30 days following this plan. I'm discounting that from my cyber special today at half price. Half price. That means you can buy two for the price of one if you didn't figure that out, okay? The other thing I'm doing, what's the $97 one? The $97 is what we call a seat deposit. It's the seat deposit that you have to put down to get to my event in LA in February with me, and my two partners will be there teaching, plus Kevin Harrington, the original shark from Shark Tank, is going to be there sharing his journey on how he created $400 million in net worth and why real estate is the avenue that you need to be thinking about. I'm going to allow you to have that for half price too. So it's like $47 and some change. I'm doing that today for Cyber Special. So you need to get on this. You need to jump on it. You need to take action. Call the office 707-247-4248. Jill, can you pin that number for him?
Yeah, it's on there already.
All right.
Teresa, she said, do you get that in the 15,000 kit?
Yes. Yes. I had to think for a minute. I'm like, what kit is she talking about?
Yep.
You're talking about coaching. Yes, that comes in coaching. You get this course in coaching. So if you were in my coaching program, yes, you get the 30-day fast track because it's what we guide you down. So if you're not in coaching, get the 30-day fast track because it's the same course we give our coaches, except for they have a coach. They have someone to guide them. Plus, Teresa, you can come to the LA event. Let's make it happen. Listen, we let everybody come back to one event. That's something we're doing new this year, okay? If you've been to an event, you can't come back, except for one time. You got to make it your choice. You can come back to one, but after that, we're not coming back to any more. We get a lot of people that keep coming back. They don't do anything, so I'm limiting that. You can't keep coming back. If you're not going to do anything the first time you came, the likelihood is you're not going to do anything the second time, and the likelihood is you're not going to do anything the third time. The reality is it's probably not for you. Okay, it's probably not for you. You need to go do something else. Okay, so
D, she says, what type of agent and where did you find your agent?
My agent I found at my RIA, the Real Estate Investors Association that I'm the president of. But I wasn't the president when I started going there, and I met him there, and we cultivated a relationship, and we grew it from there.
Raynon says, Phyllis, I'm trying to buy foreclosure. It's been 4 months, and the bank is just messing with us. They keep lowering the price, and we can't get a loan for less than $50,000. This is horrible.
So you need to go find a different property. So say he's trying to buy a property from a bank, and they keep lowering the price?
Yeah.
That's actually a good deal.
Yeah.
Why would you complain if the bank's lowering the price?
He said that they can't get a loan for less than $50,000.
Oh, well, there are, listen, you're going to run into that all over the place. There's lots of lenders out there that'll loan down to $35,000. But here's the play on that. Who said that? I'm about to give him a play.
That was Raynon.
Raynon, here's your play. You need to go get an asset-based lender to fund the $35,000 or whatever the price is to buy it. And then you need to go back to your lender to get a refinance on it. And here's why. Because they're basing it on the contract price. So if it's below $50,000, then it doesn't meet their underwriting guidelines. But if it will appraise, once you buy it and stabilize it, let's say it'll appraise for $60,000. Well, now you're inside their guidelines, and you can go back to them and have it refinanced to pay out the asset-based lender and then secure your loan with the traditional bank.
Now, D says, how do you live while starting rehabbing?
How do you live?
Yeah, I would assume she means without having a career or a job with some sort of income.
How do you live?
When you're first starting to do rehabbing. So
I live wonderful.
Well, right. But for somebody like, say, me, who I work and I do real estate,
yeah.
And so I guess she's taking the career or the job out of it and just doing the real estate.
So it's time management. It's time management. It's, it's going by the job before you go to work if you have to, getting up early, making your schedule work so you can go by and check on the project. It's, not every day, but maybe some days during the week you go by after work to make sure the project's moving along. It's just time management. It's staying involved. It's making sure things are being done correctly so that you don't let weeks go by before you check on it. And then being around on the weekends. Here's the point. You got to sacrifice, guys. You got to sacrifice something to get this thing started, to get your right team put together, to get people moving, to get things lively, to get a rhythm down. And sometimes sacrificing means you got to dedicate some extra time in the morning and in the evenings to go buy a project. But if you're going to make 40 grand on that project, who cares? It's like having a part-time job that pays you more than your own job does per year, right? I mean, that's the reality to it. And those are what you need to do. Listen, I'm not telling you to go quit your job by any regard. You need the job to stabilize your life. But you think about it, if you just did 3 or 4 of these rehabs on the side every year, man, you could add an extra $80,000 to $140,000 to your income, which then you could deploy back out into more cash flow investments. And then you just keep your job and you keep doing it again next year and you do it again to where you build your rental portfolio up to where you're making 10, 15 grand a month. Then you could check out of your job if you wanted to. But too many people go get one rehab and they make 40 grand on they're like, I'm quitting my job. That's the freaking worst thing you could do. That's the worst thing you could do. Because now you have no credibility with the bank. None.
So Phyllis says, where do you get an asset-based lender?
Oh, they're all over, Phyllis. They're at your local RIAs. You can Google them. I mean, they're everywhere. So you just got to start asking the almighty Google questions.
I want to do a shout out to Angel because Angel was on here before Solidale today.
Ooh, Angel beating Solidale. Beating Solidale. Angel beating Solidale. So Toby says, I have someone who's coming in February. Way to go, Toby. Get the word. Hey, you guys got to share the message. I'm telling you, you got to share the message. This was a good one. This was a $100,000 mistake that I made, and I just laid it all out for you guys and how that happened. You need to share that with other people.
Just, I can't say her name.
Francisca.
Yes, thank you. She says, FYI, I repeat, do not have your phone ring while you're in the event.
That's pretty funny.
Daryl says, where is it in LA?
It's in LA by the airport. It's by the airport, man. I ain't giving you the hotel until you get your ticket reserved. You hear me? I'm not doing it, man. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. You got to call the office. If you want a ticket and you want more information, you got to call the office. What's the number? The number is 707-247-4248. You got to call the office, man. I've already told you what to do. I'm already coaching you. You got to follow direction. Call the office, 707-247-4248. Tell them, hey, how do I get on the cyber special? How do I get to the event with Zach and Kevin Harrington from Shark Tank?
Stephanie, she says, that is a great deal for a great training.
Absolutely, Stephanie. Way to give me some kudos to that one. Hey, if you guys got some value out of today, go ahead and type it in. Type in, I got value, or just type in, you the man, Zach. Type in something.
Jose, he says, heck yeah.
All right, Jose.
John, he says, I want a crazy deal.
I got a crazy deal for you. You ready, John? I got a crazy deal for you. Here's the deal. If you call in within the next 5 minutes and you take this entire bundle, you get the 30-day fast track, plus you get a ticket to the event. I'm going to give you my success blueprint. This is a 6-month weekly step-by-step what our coaches follow when we're helping people. It's a 6-month step-by-step system business building blueprint for you. There you go, Jose. Crazy deal right there. What do you got to do? You got to call in the next 5 minutes, and you got to tell whoever you're on the phone with, hey, you need to let Zach know that I'm calling in the next 5 minutes. It is 1:20. What time is it?
It is 1:31.
All right, it's 1:31. So by 1:36, I'm going to walk over there, and if you're on the phone with somebody, I'm going to include all 3 of these. I'm going to include the 30-day fast track for $497, plus the ticket to the event for $47.50, plus my blueprint to your success. It's a 6-month weekly action plan to build your business. Boom.
Robert, he's on here. Robert Coop, he said, love your work.
Thanks, Robert, my Aussie friend.
Tangela said, off the chain. Jeanette said, you're the man, Zach. Stephanie said, you're the man, Zach. Thomas said, you're the man, Zach. Francisca said, you're the man, Zach.
Hey, listen, I'm just trying to help you guys. I want you guys to get in on something. Look, I wasn't even going to do a cyber special, but then I kind of got talked into it. So this is my cyber special for you, okay? Take advantage of it. I hope you learned something today, but you need to take advantage. I'm not going to do this. I mean, this is not going to last forever, okay? The course is a $1,000 course. It's well worth it. So jump on it. 30-day fast track training course with all the manuals, all the learning, the courses, all the step-by-step blueprints and roadmaps, the marketing, the contracts, the scripts, you name it, it's in there. Plus, it has a daily activity manual on what you need to be doing every single day for the next 30 days to do a deal. 30-day fast track, half price, $497. Plus, I'm going to give you half off a seat deposit into our event in February 9th through the 11th, with me and Kevin Harrington. He'll be coming in teaching on Saturday. And you get it for half off, okay? So do that right now.
All right. So Vincent says, great value, Zach. I don't want to make that big of a mistake. Thomas says, doing my best to get there and want your cyber special, but can't until I get to LA.
Well, I won't have a cyber special in LA. But I appreciate it, Thomas. Anyways, guys, listen. This is Zach Childress. This is your real estate coach. Be back here tomorrow at 1:30. We're going live again. We're digging deeper tomorrow. I'm going to dig deeper into a video that my what do we call him now?
Dig Deeper Wednesday?
No, what does Justin want us to call him?
Oh,
Content
producer.
My content producer. I got to remember his new job title, right? His career title is content producer. He made a video that all of you guys want to watch. It's about taking big moves in your life. We're doing it tomorrow, and I'm going to explain these big moves and how I had to get to these big moves to get to rub elbows with a $400 million man. And you want to watch this. It's tomorrow, 1:30. We're going live. Be back here. Our dig deeper. And I hope you guys are dialing the phones right now. 707-247-4248. Dial the phones. Get on the cyber special. I'll see you guys.